Right, I am starting up the stream. Looks like we're running. Hi everyone, I'm TigerHawk-T3, and today we are going to continue the point of sale program with a graphical interface. Assuming I remember anything of what I'm doing. Okay, look at all this stuff. That's great, that's cool. What am I using that for? Current order. I guess that's for internal stuff, the code. Okay. That'll be handy to have, I guess. Someone in chat already. Simply Code says, "Hi, man. Hello." So I've got all these things in my to-do list from last time. Display a subtotal. Let's run this and see what happens. Do I have this anywhere? Okay, let's open a command prompt. What's it called? Oh, it's in small scripts. Terminate stand GUI. It's gonna run, right? Alright. Let me make sure I have that. Very good. Command not showing the right one. Let me adjust that. I have like 5 command prompts open. Which one's the one I want? Is it this one? Where'd it go? Here we are. That should work. Cool. That's how I started. Very good. I know what I'm doing. Justin Schultz in chat says, "Hi, TigerHawk-T3. Hello." I figured I would do a stream today because I'm gonna. And earlier this week I was working on if anyone here has used YouTube DL, a Python package that lets you download YouTube streams. And by stream, I mean video and audio, etc. That's a command line tool, and there's a YouTube DL GUI, which just wraps it in a GUI, like we're making for this. But it's Python 2 only, and I couldn't get it to work in my Python 2 environment, so I ran it in Python 3 and fixed it until it worked. So that took a while, but hopefully that pull request goes somewhere. Anyway, so I felt like doing Python today. And Simply Code says, "You tutorials have been very helpful for me. Thanks a lot. I'm glad to hear it." So we have lemonade, grapefruit juice, cookie. These are our stand-ins for scanning a UPC. We should probably change the title to something other than TK. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. It doesn't show the title bar, but we can do that. So we will want the subtitle somewhere here. Justin asks whether I have ever played with Flask. I think that's the web framework thing. I have not. I've used Flask MPEG back in the day, but I think that's a different thing. So basically, no. Where will I put a subtotal? This should be a pretty simple thing that I'm just gonna. It's just something that has to go into the UI. Not gonna be any giant algorithm thing. Where do we want it? How about on the bottom right? It's going to be below, because we're going to do this, and we're going to want this below that. So how about we add a label right below, and it's going to get the subtotal of stuff. Sure. Okay. And we have our clock here. That's cool. All right. Let's make a title. Is it self.parent? No, I think it's I think it is. Parent.title, and then we say this. Is that going to do it? I hope. Run it again. Yes, that is how you do it. So yeah, remember. Point of sale. I don't know. You don't have to be artistic and original when you program. You have to be creative because we're creating, but it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to work. Fancy comes later when marketing gets to it. Let's see, we have our till, we have our items, that has the name, the price, it has the canonical name, which is going to be our barcode, basically, I think it was. And here's the display name. Item. The display name, the price, and the associated button. Great. Here we have a button in the root with the text and thing. Great. Now where? Oh, where? Scroll bar. Okay. After we've done all that, let's make total label equals tk dot a label in the root with everything else. And then we're going to grid it. Here's the interesting part. The box is in the frame. Right, because it's a frame that holds the list box and the scroll bar. In the frame, yeah. So we want something below this frame, and this frame is row 1, column 1, RowSpan 3. So I want this in row 2, because it has to be below. And the column, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. And let's, I think it's text equals, let's just do that for now. And let's see what we get. Incorrect. I wanted the row below the frame. Where is that thingy? Frame, row 1, row 2. It's in the root. Column 1. How many columns do I have around here? Oh, RowSpan. Oh, RowSpan, not column span. Right, because it has to fit the UPC buttons. Column is going to be same as the frame. That's my bad. Because the frame has a row span of 3 rows because there are next to it 3 buttons. Run, that's also incorrect. I want the row below and the same column. It's not, that's wrong. Equals 1. Box is in the frame, the frame, the frame. Why is this things in the root? We have a button, we have a button, we have a button. We go through all the buttons, I believe. Yep. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Server label in the root. 0, 0. Let's take a look at this. Can we see what's going on? Let me move this aside a little bit. All right, let's actually move it here. Cool. Okay. So now we have server label row 0, column 0 with cashier Bob. And then we have the time label row 0, column 1. And then this is row 1, 2, and 3. This has a row span of 3 rows. And is there anything below this? Row 0, column 1. This is the time label, right? And then all the buttons. Starting with row 1, 2, and 3. Then we have the frame in row 1, spanning rows 1, 2, and 3. And it's in column 1. And then I want 0, 1, 2, 3. I need row 4 in column 2. There we go. That's what I need. Or column 1, because it starts from 0. Save and run. Perfect. Awesome. I actually want this on the right, over here. That is easy. Sticky equals. Fun fact, there are actually constants in tkinter for this. tk dot e for east. But that just refers to the string of e. So I don't care to do that. Anyway, and besides, if you do this, downside is if they ever change the API, then you have to update all the things. But this way you don't have to worry about namespace stuff. Like if you called it tk, or if you just imported tkinter with no alias, it would be tkinter. If you did from tkinter import star, which is bad, by the way, then it would just be like the capital E. By the way, we don't do import star because that puts everything from the module you're importing all into your namespace. So if someone made a module with functions called int, for example, and set, then you would import those, and it would put them right into your namespace, and you would be able to access int and set from this other module, not the built-in, because those would be overwritten. And if you had anything that you were going to call that, if you import it after you define your stuff, then it overwrites your stuff. Or if you wanted to use your own names for something afterward, then the imports would be overwritten. Big mess. Don't do that. Blah, 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 with the sticky. That's good. This should work. And now every time we scan, actually every time we do something, we should update the subtotal. Every time we scan something, we'll have to make sure to do that. Every time we remove an item, anytime we change the order that we have, the current order. So after this, self dot total label dot config. Current order is what? The code, dollars, cents. What am I doing? Oh, dollars and cents. No, I'm going to have to store that somewhere. That's going to be with current order, because that's the total. Let's, okay. Text equals, I don't know if that's necessary, but what are we going to put in here? We are going to have, we're going to look at the current order, which is a counter object to which we can add our various things. So if we add lemonade, it will add lemonade to the counter, and if we already have lemonade in there, it will just increase that count by 1. So we're going to have item and name of item. So I'm going to do this in one line, by the way. Just FYI, I do that like this. That's one line. I wrote that for fun. That's my idea of fun. So we're going to, it's going to be a generator expression of some kind. We're going to have to go through the items because we'll need the name of the item, which is not actually the display name. We're going to need the UPC, and that's going to let us look up the price because we have the prices, don't we? Items, yes. So if we had lemonade in the counter, that's keys and values. Key would be lemonade. So it's going to be self.items key dot price. So it's going to be sum of some expression, and that's going to be key self dot items key dot price times value for key value in self dot current order dot items. Great. Beautiful. Is that actually visible? Sort of. Let me scroll down a bit. It's a long line. Sorry, not sorry. So that should work. So we go through the items in the current order, and that gives us key value pairs of code, like lemonade, and the number of that item that we have. So if we had 3 lemonades and 5 cookies, then we would first get lemonade 3, and then cookies 5, and so on. And so lemonade 3, lemonade is the key, 3 is the value for that. So we would look up self.items lemonade, and that would give us the item for that. And then we can access the price attribute, self.items key.price, and we need to multiply for the values in there for however many we have, like 3 lemonades. And we would go through all the items like that and sum them. Great. I want to format this like it's money. Format like it's money. Right. This is not a convenient thing to do because we want to show a dollars and cents value. Here's what we'll do. We're going to have to expand this even more. But here's, this will be a little better. Config, x equals this, that, something like that. No, let's take that out. So instead of string, we're going to take out one of these. Okay, so it's not a string anymore because we are going to do this. And we are going to format this. Should we? Because I want to do div mod on that by 100, and that'll give the number divided by 100 with integer division and modulo 100, which gives us dollars and cents. And wow, why is encoding taking so much CPU? I don't know. 100%. I only see like 70% use in Task Manager. My computer's kind of old. And by kinda, I mean in a few months it'll have its 10th birthday. 10 years. Anyway, so I want to unpack this into there. Here's what I'll do. Fine. Just reuse that. Div mod this 100. Okay. So this is the dollars and cents for the current item that we just added, and this is the dollars and cents for our subtotal. So we're gonna have how do I format this? Dollars and cents. There's going to be more in here, like a dollar sign. And this is going to need other stuff. Zeros to pad it. Left justified in 2 characters. And then maybe an actual total. How about a tax rate? Tax is going to be 8%. This, and then a new line, and then dollar, dollars times self.tax, and dot. Oh no, I want to round that. I want to round that. Div mod subtotal. Okay. I know. $T and T cents equals multiply with the thing. round subtotal times self.tax. Self.tax, good. Okay. Subdollars and subcents, and then total dollars and total cents. 0.2. Okay. I think we should be able to do this. I want this thing right aligned in, let's say, 15. And then this thing right aligned also in 15. This is a nested formatting. You can totally do that, but only by one additional level, or it complains, and not because it's like an error and you messed up a thing. It just says you can't. They don't want you doing that. Let's see what I did. And of course. Right 15. Oh, I'm missing a thing. This $2. Cents. Oh, just has to be one of those. There we go. Did I keep doing that right? Braces, braces, braces. Okay. I think that should work. No, what'd I do wrong? This should be doable. $. Oh yeah, I need a $, and then this, and then a period, and then that. I think this should do it. No. I might need a plus. I don't think I need to do that, do I? Do I really? I think I need to do that. This, and then that, and then dot. I was pretty sure I didn't have to, but maybe I do. If it doesn't work, did I actually? Oh, because I didn't. Int object is not iterable. Round subtotal times self.tax. Oh, I forgot to div mod it. Here's what's happening. This thing. I forgot to, yeah. Close. Turn off. Div mod round, whatever. Okay. Where am I? And yeah, I need to expected two arguments got 100. All right. Oops. This isn't what I wanted. There we go. That should work. There. Beautiful. Should probably say, subtotal and total with tax. We actually don't necessarily need tax when you're operating a grocery thing, because food that you buy and then leave with is not taxed everywhere. That's okay. Subtotal this, and this is very long, isn't it? That's okay. It's fine. Make this 25. Because I think the words subtotal and total were a little too long. There's like a space over there. Why? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have fit. Anyway, it's good enough for now. I'll probably have to clean that up because it's a mess. Equals. Yeah. Total equals blah blah blah. Okay. Alrighty. 25. Okay, that should be similar. Let's make these all single quotes. And run it again. Okay, I don't know why it's got a little space over here. I don't know why right now, but okay. Maybe the new line? It shouldn't be it. I don't know. Doing these the same way. Dollars and cents. Div mod. Anyway, let's see what else we can do. We got this. It's displaying the subtotal. Great. And how long have I been going? 35 minutes. Okay. Multiples of items, remove an item, end order and calculate total tax and change, clear order and reset, track till total. Track till total is going to be something like this. No. That's from all the orders, right. That's going to be after we clear the order, end the order, etc., and that's going to update the till total. How about multiples of an item? How will we do that? I think we will scan, so we can just add it to the thing, and then we will select it in the list box, and then just pick a new value, and it will show in there. Great. How about, it's going to be when we click on something. How do we do when we click on it? I think we have to bind. Let me find my list box demo, which is list box, move list box, scroll bar, top. What, I'm not using it anymore? Oh, yes, I am. List box, etc. Here's where things happen. Where am I? There's probably other stuff with a bind somewhere. Move list box dot bind. There we. This is how it works. So we have to bind that list box to say, yeah, double button one. So double click on it is fine. And that's box.grid. We have that set up. And that's just box.bind double button one. And modify item. Now we have to write modify item. Modify item. I don't remember if it sends an event, but I should look that up. So this does stuff. What does it give us? Move list box dot index active. Okay. Let's I'm not exactly sure of the methods of a list box. Let's see. How about, because what we actually want to do is we want to fetch that item and then modify it. So we can delete. Actually, this is going to need to pop a little dialog. Create a dialog, show us with a top level widget, and then allow us to enter a value, and that will change the thing. It's gonna, I don't know if this will fit into one session. Let's see what we've got. How about when we double click, it will give us a top equals tk.top level. I think it's like that. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, so it doesn't inherit from that. We make a top level, and then let's just put an entry widget into there. Entry in the top level widget, entry.pack. Confirm equals a button, also in the top level widget. And then we need some stuff. It's going to be in top. It's going to say OK. And the command is going to be lambda. We're going to need to pass something through the event so it knows which entry we selected from the list box. Lambda x, and it will I don't know what it's going to do for now. We need to do stuff. X equals, it's going to be something from here. Equals let's do this for now. So the reason I'm doing this instead of just putting it only in here, just saying lambda print item, is because I want this to be defined right when we look this up. Actually, I don't know if this is necessary. We're only going to have one at a time, in theory. Let's dispense with that. Lambda item. I also want to print what is print everything in my event. That should be good for now. It's going to need to do two things. Print item and okay. Let's see what happens. I just want to see what happens. I really do. Double click, and I get a button press event state equals. Let me show you what's going on here. So this is what we got, plus some other. How do I show the other thing? Should have two tk enter here. Use this one. How's that? Okay, now you can see what that is. I'm gonna say 9. Then I'm gonna click OK. All right. Now what have we got? I'm going to close this now, and now we can see what we have. So we got a button press event, state num xy 3. we did something with 3. Change something to, yeah, we printed the item of 3, and then we destroyed that when we clicked OK. Seems fine, but that 9 has to go somewhere. Okay. Here's what we'll do. This is going to be set new quantity. So we're just going to write a function. There's nothing wrong with defining a function instead of, there's nothing wrong with giving it a name. I once saw on Reddit someone complaining about having too much in a lambda, saying you can just separate that into a traditional function. Give it a name. It'll work hard for you. Just give the function a name. It's fine. So this is going to take our event. It's actually going to be this. So I'm going to save that. And then how do I interact with this? Is it index? Dot index tk dot active. Print box dot active. Self.box.index of tk.active. Index of tk.active. So I'm going to see what that is. And then I'm going to have to change it in some way. Print event. I don't know. And then I don't think this is necessary. It can look it up later on the fly with that's fine. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. And oh, I didn't want that. I want this thing. All right. Let's see what's happening. So it pops a 1, 0, 1, sounds good. Then I'm going to enter a 7 and hit OK. And I don't know what I've got. Where's my 7? Where does that go? I didn't do anything with it, right? That's a good start. Not the event. We want entry.get. I'm just going to wrap it in an int. Actually, yeah, an int, because it's the number of whatever item that we want. What did that actually look like? Let me add a thing. Just says this. I'll just change the displayed name to this times whatever number that is and update the thing. Fine. I don't think we need the event, really. We just need the active index of the thing. And how do we access it? I'm going to look up some documentation. Give me a second. TK Interbook. And I want listbox. How do I mess with listbox? Curse selection. Activate. Bounding box. Config. No. Might be curse selection. Gets a list of the currently selected alternatives. The list contains the indexes of the selected alternatives. Strings. How interesting. Delete. Get. Oh, gets one more items from the list. Returns the string corresponding to the given index. I think I want that. I'll just get. Is there a set? C select selection include selection set size. There isn't. Add to the selection. Remove one or more items from the selection. Maybe it's as easy as removing it and then adding a new one. What a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm thinking insert, get something, delete, get, and insert. Okay. Because when I add something, I insert to the end this whole thing. Okay. How do I know which one it was? Oh, that's interesting. Here's what I'll also do. Self.orderList. There. Append code. That's fine. It's going to be a list. Even if there's like thousands of items, it's fine. A Python list with thousands of items is no problem. No problem. So what I want to do is I want to delete this item and then set a new one. Insert it basically in here. That should be doable. Or do I? Interesting. So I will need to get the order list. I'll be able to remove something and add it back in with a different number. I'll have to change the current order. How do I return this value to the thing? Easy peasy. There. So how will I store this? This is the, remember when we were doing the subtotal and I said this is going to be easy, we just make a widget and slap some numbers in there. This is the part that's not so easy. We're going to store, how are we going to store this as? Now we have a counter and we have a list also. Will the list just have should we just show multiple of the item, or should we have quantity times something? I think let's just put a bunch of them in there, I guess. Let's do that. Okay, we don't need this really, or this. The new value is a list. This is so we don't have to mess with non-local, the non-local keyword. It's not global, but we have a function, and this is not local to this function. Sorry, to this function, but we would want to affect it. So if we just had this be, something, we would have to say non-local new value, and then new value equals whatever. But it's not even highlighted. Maybe it's just not updated for that. It's a relatively new-ish keyword. I don't know, but we'll do this instead. Here's our new value. New value equals this, so I don't have to do, I could also do that and just make it an attribute of this thing, but I don't want to put it into this namespace. It's just going to be here and nowhere else. Here's our new value, and then we do that. So after we've gotten this value, do we need to do it here? No, we can just do it there. We have a new value, and then we want to set the, we're going to remove the current item. With delete or something. The index. We do need the index. Okay. That's great. Index equals self.box.index tk.active. And then we're going to do self.box.delete this thing. And then we're going to say, how do we know the scan code? Oh, that's a problem. I guess we'll have an internal list of the barcodes. We can do that, I guess. And this is just going to be there to keep track of what we have in our list box, because list box is just the display. So when we change the display, we're actually going to update something internally so we have it stored, basically. Yeah. Append the code, and then we're going to do that, and code equals self dot current codes dot pop this index as well. So we're going to get the index of the thing we want to change, and then we're going to remove it from the display and from the internal representation. And then we have to add some quantity of it. For I in range, new value. Self.scan code. And that'll append it to the thing. All right, that should work. So every time we scan something, we add that code to our current order and to the list. And when we want to change something, we're going to get a new value for the quantity, and we're going to see which item in the list we want to change, and then we're going to delete that one from the display and from the internal list. And then we're just going to scan that item automatically multiple times. Okay. And then we will destroy that little box. All right. I swear I mostly know what I'm doing. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, lemonade, grapefruit juice and cookie. Let's say this, we want 3 lemonades. I entered a 3. Okay, and now we have 3 lemonades. Okay, let's check our subtotal, see if that's right. $1, $2, $3.50, $4.50. How do I do math? $1.50, and then $2.25, $3.25, $3.75, $4.75. Oh, I didn't remove it from the counter because I'm off by 1 lemonade. That's a phrase you won't hear every day. I'm off by a lemonade. Forgot to update current order. Current order. Code. 1. And then when we add the new ones, it should, yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, $1, $2.50, $3, $3. Okay. So instead of 1 lemonade, I'm going to say 3 lemonades, so we should have a $4 subtotal. Wow, that's cool. Okay. It doesn't say 3 times lemonade or whatever. It just has each one as a separate thing, but I think that's okay. Cool. We have our things, we have our subtotal. I'm going to change the font of the subtotal and total to be to match the list box over there. Let's do that right now. Box, isn't there a where's my, where do I change this? There's somewhere that I change the font or the style. It's gonna be a thing. Where is that? I don't know. It's going to be somewhere in here, because I think I changed that, I think we did that manually. Label, grid, label, grid. Ah, font. Where do I put the font? Back to the documentation. Just add the font keyword argument, okay? Easy. So I want Courier new in 12 everywhere, basically. I want that to be the thing. And where's the time? Time label, text in this. Frame, scroll bar, box, scroll bar, box, scroll bar, label. Font, label, current order count, etc. Everything's going to be in this font. Self.font. Good. If you're using something in more than one place and you want them to match each other each time you use it, save it as a variable and then refer to it. Time label, frame, scroll bar, box. Font equals self.font. Box.grid, scroll bar grid, bind label. Font equals self.font. Label, 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 label. I think it's here, right? That we can do that. And the button should be font equals self.font. Right? I forgot the subtotal. No? That's up here somewhere. Yeah, total label, font self.font. Let's see what we've got now. Didn't change the buttons. Forgot that part, apparently. Button, root, this. Font equals self.font. Go down there. That's still good. Looks good to me. Okay. Very nice. Cookie font, self.font. Okay, try again. Alrighty. Good. This. 3 grapefruit juices, and it's the right font. It's annoying to switch the input source, but excuses. Python. This one. Okay. See? Would not recommend doing that. 4. Great. Okay. Switches back to this. a little over there. Okay. Everything, the font we want. Looking good. Has the items. Do you think it should add the new items to the end or to the location of the original thing? I think the end is fine. The end is fine. It'll be sorted by modified instead of by created. Huh. Okay. That's a good start. That's a good start. I like that. I like this. Like. I clicked like in my head. I like this. Alright. Multiples of item. Remove item. This can actually... you just do 0. Right? Let me run that again and see what happens. I'm going to have to change the focus to the text box. Yep. Perfect. Not perfect. Why does it still say subtotal 225? Let's try once more. So I'm going to change lemonade to 2 lemonades, and that should change it to 275, and it does. But if I do cookie and I remove that, that should change it to 175, and it doesn't. First things first, set the focus. Entry.focus set, I believe. Let's just run that, like, first thing. Great. So why self.scan code just shouldn't have scanned anymore? Why didn't it do that? Should have changed this thing. Oh, it just didn't update the what's it? Right. And by didn't update the what's it, I mean it only updates the subtotal and total when you scan an item. And we didn't, if new value is 0, for I in range 0, it never executes this. It's not that it looks at it and says, oh, we shouldn't, whatever. It just doesn't do that. So there's no self.scan. All of this stuff is things that should be in a separate item. Update totals. Doop-de-doo. That's how it is. Alright. And this should be self.update totals. And then here we can do update totals. Great. Let's try that on for size. Can we see it? Yeah, okay, that shows. Lemonade, grapefruit juice, 2 cookies. Let's do this one and say 0. So that should bring us to 225. Perfect. Let's do this and make it 2. So that should bring us to $3. Great. Now, I'm going to change subtotal. No. I think I can just do update totals. Because current order is going to be empty. Yeah, this can be empty, and then I'll just do update totals. I can do that over here too. And then when we do this, we will start with a nice little what's it. Fantastic. Did that say 80? We add a cookie. 180. Oh, that's not right. Did I left align that? I must have. I did. I want this right aligned in a field of zeros. Great. That's better. Let's buy a cookie again. 108. Very good. That's how math works. Grapefruit juice, cookie. Oh, I actually have more of these in the cart. Like when you have, big boxes of soda and you just left them in the rack underneath the main basket in your cart because you don't want to haul them up onto the conveyor belt. You say, I got like 3 of these because they're on sale. And they say, oh, let's pretend grapefruit juice is a can of stuff, a box for 75 cents. That's really good scale. Really good scale. Good sale. And we got 3 of them, actually. Oh, I'll enter that into the thing. Okay. We got 3 of them. 1, 2, 350, 425. Cool. That was pretty neat, being able to just change the quantity to 0, and that deletes it. I like that. I really do. So this took exactly, well, I can't really say 0 effort now because we had to refactor update totals and bring it out of there for it to actually happen when we didn't scan any new items. But it was pretty close to 0 effort because we just set the quantity to 0. Note that this here, I just turned it into an integer. And that is because I could put a try and an except there and make sure we have an int and make sure it's 0 or more and limit it to 100, etc. But let's not. It really doesn't teach us anything. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the internet about input validation, like a lot. So checkout, that's this thing. Clear order and reset, that'll be another function. And track till total will be something that we add into checkout, and we'll add that to the till. Checkout will need to just demand money, basically. That's what checking out does. Okay, that's my order. I would like to check out. Give me money. That's what that is. It says, how do you want to pay? Like in a polite way, because you want the customer to, come back one day. This is going to be a thing for for checkout, and because making change, etc. So yeah. Track till total, yeah, it's just that's gonna be part of checkout. We're gonna, do we have till total in here somewhere? Till. Self.till equals 0. So when we check out, we're just gonna take the total with tax and add it to the till. It's gonna be like a one-line thing at the end of checkout. Because checkout is gonna be basically similar to this. Pop a box, enter how much money you're providing, and then here's your change of the whatever, and then you add that money to the till, and that's that. And cancel order is going to be, I guess cancel order could just be clear current codes and current order, and then update totals. It would just be like this. Clear this, and literally this line to just update the total. And actually we could have that at the end of checkout also. So there will be checkout, which is going to do all of that stuff, and then add it to the till. And there's going to be a separate cancel function, and at the end of the checkout, we're just going to cancel. And that's just basically our 0. That's our reset. So that should be pretty straightforward, I think. Now that we have the list box of items set up and happy. So yeah, that is the stream. I forgot very few things about tk-enter, and that's what the documentation is for. So this we will leave for next time. What did I... oh, that's all I changed. So what did we do this time? Nothing up there, nothing up there. We added the totals. We can modify and remove an item quantity. Subtotals. So we have subtotals and item quantity. That's mostly it. And the font change. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's kind of long, but could this be shorter? If we do this, and then that, and then this, and then left, and then this has to be with another, this is a thing. Justify that. And then dollars, dot cents, whatever. Let's check that change first from when we scan an item. Single what's it is not allowed. What did I do wrong? Oh, gotta take that out of there. That's better. Great. That's what I want. Perfect. Maybe we should have a format price thing. Format money. C equals divmod cents 100, and then we want dollars dot cents right justified, put it with zeros, 2 characters. Okay. And then this would be, instead of this whole thing, it would be format money dot items code dot price. Or just what? I know, it's long. We will change it. I will do things. What will I do exactly? Price dot artist, whatever, and this can be that's like this, and this will be again F with that colon self.max with whatever with the thing. All right. We need I think that was rjust, right? Yeah. So that means we need this. This is nested formatting. So we wanted to take this value and then are we only using that once? So we want the price, and we want to right justify that, but we don't know how much, how big that field should be. Usually you would do like your value, colon, and then greater than sign, and then the number for your format specifier. But we don't know that number. We're not going to hard code it. So we're going to say it's another formatted thing. And into here, we're going to put our max price width. So there we go. This should work. I hope it had better work. No. Expecting a closing something. My bad. Lemonade, grapefruit juice, cookie, 1.100. What? That's wrong. Somewhere in format money. Divmod the cents. By 100. Oh, oops. See. My bad. That's better. I want 3 lemonades. I'm thirsty. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Is it? 175. Yeah, oh, 75. $1, $2, $3.25. Okay. Good. Good. And it's tidier. Good. I guess we could do name equals this. That would be tidier. Name left, name width, price right, price width. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I know we're only using each one once, right in here, but that's okay. The alternative was a line that was way too long, and I didn't want that here today, this time. Sometimes I do, and show you again. It's on my GitHub, vintagemedia.py, also in small scripts along with this. That's a good improvement, I think. Some refactoring. So now we can format money more easily. Oh, why am I doing this? Don't need that at all. So total equals format money subtotal. Total equals self dot format money subtotal times what was I doing? Oh, $T, T-cents, right. Round subtotal times self dot tax. Don't need these anymore. Neat. Should I can just do that. Is that getting a little long? Might be. No, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. We'll just do that. So we have subtotal, and then we do that, and then here's the total. Format money. Oh, we gotta do this first, because this thing is a string, not a number. So we have the numeric subtotal, and then the numeric total, which relies on the subtotal that we calculated, and then we say we're going to take that subtotal and turn it into a formatted string, just like we did with the total, and then we're going to put that in the thing. Subtotal, total. Fine. And test, etc. Cool. 546. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon? That's not the right tax. It's not the right tax at all. My goodness, what did I do? Subtotal is this. Oh, subtotal times subtotal. Oh, whoops. Hehe. That's better. I was squaring it. You don't want to do that. Cool. This is good. So we not only added the ability to change the quantity of an item, including deleting it, and fonts for stuff, and the subtotal and total, we also did some refactoring. So things are a little tidier. Update totals, format money. Good, good. Okay, hour 35. Now we are definitely done, because we got stuff done. That's good. So this time, change quantity of an item, including to 0. Subtotal and total display, and some refactoring, and a bit of styling, changing it to all the same font. And next time, we're going to do checkout and track the till total at the end of the checkout, and add a reset function, and do a reset when we finish the checkout just to zero things out. All right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I plan on coming back to this sooner rather than later, because I kind of know what I'm going to do. That shouldn't be too bad at all. Famous last words. All right. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.